Hey, welcome to the channel and to the 2023 World of Wheels in Kansas City. This is kind of a milestone event that I believe for Kansas City. Not to mention, it's a really awesome event. It's the biggest Kansas City indoor event, and this year is 200 cars greater than last year, which I believe this puts it in the category of being the biggest World of Wheels in Kansas City. So very cool, very awesome. They really have awesome, sweet rides here, from 2 wheels to 4, actually to more. There's a few dualies here too. Doesn't really matter, but it's a really good show. And the coolest part about it, what I really believe in, is that this is the Kansas City kickoff event of the car season. Now that we're here, spring is pretty much here. It's around the corner at least, maybe a little over a week away, but doesn't really matter. The car season, in a sense, is kind of an official kickoff with World of Wheels, in our opinion, here in Kansas City. So that's it, man. This is gonna be a great show. My name is Corey Pratt, and this is Craving Cars. So yes, thanks everybody for joining in on this video and watching this. But World of Wheels, brought to you by O'Reilly's, big sponsor here. And actually, thank you for all the sponsors and all the vendors that showed up. That really helps pay for the show. Not to mention all the people that are here. They got to pay for their spot too, but it's pretty cool. We got a huge walk around to do, and on top of that, there are certain things that kind of pop in our head that really is kind of cool, that's going to stand out. And Chris Ruck is going to be joining us later. It's just going to be a good time, so stick around. right, rolling here down one of the aisles at the World of Wheels here. 2023 World of Wheels, one of the biggest shows, if not the biggest show out that they've ever had. There's over 700 cars here, Mr. Ruck.
Very, very big. Biggest I've seen. Well, because it's my first time here.
Wow.
I've never been to one.
We've popped your World of Wheels cherry.
That's pretty much it.
Bam! Yeah. That's good. Well, this is like my 1800 one. No, I'm just kidding. No, Craving Cars has been coming here pretty much every year since Craving Cars. So let's just go see what all cool stuff is here, because there's plenty of that. I use the word cool. Maybe we should use it as a drinking game. I say cool a lot. You know how cool that is?
Bounce.
That's cool. Hey, Chris. Chris.
What?
Hey.
What? Sorry.
What
I was busy. Busy watching the van.
Well, we were sitting in the van all day. Well, why are you watching?
Yeah, but this is a different van.
Oh.
This is classic.
Oh.
Old school. VW German engineering.
Oh, yes. That's right. We have the birth of the camper van here, don't we?
Yeah, it's the Tiki Deluxe, is what they call it.
Okay.
You know where I got that from?
Because it says it right in the magazine article right there.
It says it on the magazine. So that is what it is. But,
right.
But you know what? It's gorgeous. I mean,
is.
you got to love the, I think it's, no, it's not quite 11. I think it's a 9-window Volkswagen. You want to count them?
Aren't they supposed to be 21 windows or something like that?
Okay, this is the 11. There is a 22 that has all the.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
So this is the 11,
but
which is kind of cool.
This is very clean. The upholstery's done very well, and it just looks nice. And I think we should hang out in it.
Called the Tiki Van. Although there's not as much room as.
Or since we're not showing them, let's show people what we're talking about.
Well, why don't you show them?
All right.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun?
Actually, that one's the real big camper van in it. That one there is really the camper of the camper vans.
Yeah, you know
that
what?
one literally has a bed up top that it pops out and a stove inside. It
It's all original
It
OEM.
has water and
That's
electric
true.
hookups.
I mean, I love custom, but when you go to these type of cars, OEM is the way it should look.
If I truly was like spending all my time in it and that's where we had to stay, then I like this one better. But if we're just driving around, I like the other one better.
Yep. Agreed.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine. Got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. A job to pay the rent is busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished to stay, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? like that. It hurts, so giving something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Just make it go away. Can't take another day. Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so giving something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Now this, I'm surprised I haven't seen this at an event yet. And maybe if you put the two together, you might see all the generations, but there are quite a few Corvettes here this year, but this display, or this booth, or whatever you want to call it, has one of every single generation. So all 8 generations of Corvettes are here. C1, C2, and so forth. I really like that because you really get to see the progression of the years and how the car design has changed. And I know there was probably some minor changes in between, you know, the years of these Corvettes and each generation, but it's just cool to see it all in one place. It's just a different perspective that you don't typically get. So what's your favorite generation of Corvette? Leave it in the comments below, whether it be like, maybe it's just the style you like better, or is there a certain thing about it, maybe it remembers you of something, or you just prefer the performance out of it. I've always thought Corvettes have been the bang for the buck. And if you guys want to know what my picks would be, C2, because I would think a 65 is probably my favorite. Yeah, the 63 split one is very, very awesome, but I'd take a 65. For some reason, I just feel like it's always been kind of my favorite. On the classic side of Corvettes, on the newer side, if I were to go out and buy one right now, what I would really actually would want is probably a C6 in a Z06 format and a manual transmission. I mean, maybe they only came that way, I don't know, but either way, manual, Z06, C6 Corvette. Since it was, well, it was the last naturally aspirated, you know, Z, but, you know, Z06 until obviously the C8. And in my opinion, I think the C8 is still a really cool car, and I do classify that as a Corvette. I know some people don't really think it's not front engine, it's not whatever, but I mean, they had talked about making a mid-engine Corvette since the 60s. When they finally did it, for the performance aspect, because I'm a big performance kind of oriented car person, and the amount of performance you can get out of that and the new Z06 with that is just phenomenal. But I cannot deny really liking the C5, and reason being is because I feel like it introduced a little more European style. Not that I'm trying to say that we need to be more like European cars, but it's when I really felt like the Corvette jumped back into the major performance category that wasn't like a ZR1 or something that came out. But yeah, that's it. There's my picks. Let me know what you got. Okay, so just like the 8 generations of Corvettes over there, we have the 50-year history of the Thunderbird. So we've got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I see 10 different Thunderbirds here. Is that right? There are 10 different Thunderbirds here with each generation. See, I like that. And you can really see, once again, the progression from one to the next one. And I like that. That's really cool. So that's 2 things now. You know, all the Corvettes together and now all the Thunderbirds together. So that's really neat. Let's take a look. Okay, there's actually 11 generations of the Thunderbird. One of them was missing, but there was a picture there where the board was still there, but nobody in their club. They couldn't find anybody with that. I think it was the 8th gen. Couldn't find any with that. But because of that, though, it was really cool to have the 1st gen and the retro version of the last gen that they did side by side, because that's what that was portraying, was this car here. So pretty cool. I know that the Thunderbird changed a lot from originally just being a 2-seater car to bumping up that back seats to back to a 2-seater. So here's something that's different. You know how cars typically get bigger as they go? This car did that. It got bigger and got really big. And then as the generations, it actually got smaller again. How often do you see that? Like never. So really cool. And how about this? Just like the Corvettes, What's your favorite gen Thunderbird? The original one is probably the coolest style. I really love it. But I think if I was picking one to cruise in, like to drive more, I'm gonna go with the 3rd gen and probably in a convertible. Let me know what you think. You know, some may say if you have a choice of a car to pick here that you can just take home. I mean, come on, you can't make that choice. There's so many ridiculously awesome rides here. But as far as classic cars go, something I've always kind of wanted, and I just feel like it's, I mean, it's not a rare car, it's not anything, but something I've always wanted is a Chevelle. Probably a 68, 69, 70, 71. I mean, I know they changed the, you know, the rear end headlights and stuff like that, but even from a 69 to a 71, I'd be good with either one. And I wanted it to be not a vinyl top, a painted top, but either way, what was really cool about wanting a Chevelle, I know they're not the, well, they're pretty common classic muscle car, but there are a lot here at the show. I mean, there's a fair amount here at the show, and neither of them disappoint, and it really just makes me want one even more. Like mini classic cars I would love to take. Love me an awesome Cobra. Yeah, I think that's the coolest thing that is Ford powered from the 60s, I think, is the Cobra. You know, it's sad to say though, I have sat in them now. I always wanted the 427. Turns out the 289 is much easier for me to fit in. Dang it. Still cool though, I guess. So a pretty decent presence over here is from the lovely people of the No Love Car Club, or as I've gone and met them, from Casey Showdown, a little group that Denny Eddy put together. And I mean, this thing has grown. What's cool is all these guys are really into the customization of their car. And I know a lot of clubs are, a lot of people are, but it's just really neat seeing, and all different types. I mean, you've got something like this, but let me look what's right in front of it, something much newer. You got classic stuff from all over. I mean, we've got a old Corolla, and then, you know, newer Acuras. So it's pretty cool. We've done a lot of stuff, a lot of video coverage for Casey Showdown shows. That he has a bunch of them every year, 7 or 8 or 9 of them or so. But he travels a bit too. But there's a good handful of them in the Kansas City area. We're typically always at the main one. I think it's in June. And it tends to be in the Legends area, kind of the T-Bones Stadium. And yeah, so I have a thought that what we're gonna do is a little show of the No Love Car Club, a little video. Whatever members want to be part of that, we can do a little bit more detailed walk around their vehicles, talk to the owners, talk to Denny a little bit about Casey Showdown. But I kind of want to do that for other clubs too. So let me know what you think about that. Is that something you would like to see? Or if you're part of a club and think that would be pretty cool, tell the members for us to get together and do a club video. Like, it's about your club, your car club. Let me know what you think on that one down below. So when I came in here Friday, Saturday morning, I think Saturday morning as well, this truck did not have this pinstriping on it, and what I regret is not being here when they did it. So they did it here at the show, and how cool is that? That's awesome. I love that. We gotta go find out who did the pinstriping to that truck. Obviously it was a pinstriper here at the show. Hey, what's up, Brooke?
Craving Cars.
So we're at the award ceremony. We're waiting.
Where we think the storyteller van is going to win something.
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 But either way, go to my paper, so it's ready to go. Yay! Paper grab. And we'll see here hopefully in the next hour and a half whether we win something. Actually, I have no idea how long it is. So it starts in like 17 minutes. Hopefully they're punctual. And I hope we're on the start, we're at the beginning of the awards.
It should be. I doubt it.
It's under a conservative van, and
Could
so
be.
it's a C, right?
Yeah.
Will it go that route? Is it alphabetical?
I hope so.
So there's a lot of awards on the table.
Look at all those
I'm actually
plaques.
going to show you how many. There you go. That's a lot. There's a lot on that table. But I don't know where in there where we would be if we won something.
Yep.
So
So I
it
would
could be a
guess
while.
there's probably
Could be a while.
200 plus awards. You think?
Yeah. There's a lot.
Was that German?
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or is that Swedish? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Swedish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So, eins, zwei, drei. No, I don't know.
Eins, zwei, drei,
German?
vier.
Yeah, what's German? What's German for yes or
Eins,
ja?
drei, five,
Ye.
vier.
Zwei. I got nothing. We're just rambling now.
There
Okay.
you go.
Well, we'll see if we get something.
All right.
We gonna
Hey,
get something?
good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
The tan shirts are official.
All right, third place, Derek Dowdle, 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Thank you.
Second place, Brian Corey Pratt,
Woo!
1921 Mercedes-Benz.
Hey! Thank you.
Next class, Street Machine Company.
Well, hopefully it's not too loud in here right now, but I want to say thank you for keeping up with Craving Cars, for watching this video. Thank you for everybody responsible for World of Wheels this year. I know it's a big thank you to O'Reilly's. They're a huge sponsor. Thanks for all the vendors and everything. But it's really awesome, as you can see, or hear, I mean. We'll see in a second. The show's done. We are over. Look at that. Yeah, they turned some of the lights off in here too, so it's a little dark. But there it is, 2023 World of Wheels, the largest Kansas City's ever seen. Awesome. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment to this video on what'd you like? That couple vehicles that stood up to you? Let us know down below. But this is it. We're out. We're signing out for World of Wheels this year, and the kickoff, official kickoff, in my mind, in my opinion, for the Kansas City car scene. It's done. It's here. The kickoff has happened. So we're all good. Thanks again for watching, guys. And to remember, all you cravers out there, keep craving. Chris.
Hey, sorry, I was too engaged with the van.
What van? Oh yeah, my van's pretty cool. I know.
Yeah, it is. It is. Take two.
Not really much to say to that.
Come on.
How about we just
All
there,
right.
we'll block them out.
All right.
Hey, oh wait.
Is the fuzzy mic on?
Yeah, no, we're good.